The New York Times reported Clinton told FBI investigators during a conversation with former Secretary of State Colin Powell that he said she could use her personal email. Powell issuing a statement shortly thereafter saying, after this news broke, claiming that, well, he doesn't recall such a conversation, but he did confirm sending her an email about the use of a private AOL account for non-classified communications. Joining me now to help break it all down, Jessica Tarloff, Gina Loudon, and Naveed Jamali, and the author of the new book, How to Catch a Russian Spy. Naveed, with you first. The news on this the Judicial Watch, it's absolutely amazing to me. Now, they have until October 20th to submit the questions to her. Then she has 30 days to reply in email. Maybe if they get it to her sooner, we'll get the answers before the election. But what do you make of it?
You know, I think it's an interesting development, without a doubt. The big thing here is it's not going on the track about the classification or the classified emails. Rather, I think it purports to look at the relationship between Huma and Hilalry, and how Huma could take outside work. So it goes back to this nexus of, I think, the Clinton Foundation, and was there really a pay-for-play going on here while she was Secretary of State? I think that seems to be the thrust of what's happening.
All right, but Gina, this is big. I mean, now they wanted to really depose her, which would have really been something if they could have got it for pay-per-view. I would have paid.
Right.
But pay-to-play, not going away.
Yeah,
not going away.
No, it's not going away. And this is a huge problem. I mean, she wants to blame that Colin Powell said she could do it. Well, what if somebody else tells her she could do something if she's president and she risks national security with that? This is a huge problem. And what makes no sense is that she's out of office, as Judicial Watch pointed out. She's out of office, and she's the one making decisions on what is released and what isn't released. That makes no sense. Everything should be turned over to the State Department, and this should be thoroughly investigated. And it should happen before the election, because, Charles, the voters have a right to know this.
Jessica, again, you know, it's not going away. Judicial Watch doing an amazing job here, but
they're definitely
I found it really amazing that the judge said, okay, you're going to have to answer these questions. Now, you're not going to be deposed, but you must answer them via email.
Absolutely. I think that it's a good thing. And Hillary Clinton's campaign.
You welcome it?
I do welcome it.
You think Hillary Clinton welcomes it?
I do, actually. Well, her campaign, Brian Fallon, a spokesman, came out and said, actually, we want to do this. We want to turn everything over. We want to get it out there, because this is becoming a witch hunt at this point. And I totally take your point. And this has taken a heavy toll on Hillary Clinton. The only reason she has honesty and trustworthiness problems is about the emails, and it's about the links with the Clinton Foundation.
I like the way you said Gina, she says the only reason.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Charles.
But think about the gravity of this.
It is the gravity.
No,
yes,
it goes
it is
so
the gravity.
far back.
Listen, I have never said this was a good idea, and I've always said that she should have made a better apology about this and owned it from the start and said it was a big mistake. I will do everything in my power to make this right.
But there's Travelgate. I mean, there's all the
right,
I mean, there's a million reasons the public doesn't trust her, but this is huge, and especially
I don't think the public is sitting around talking about Travelgate.
Transparency would be a nice start, Charles. You know what? If she released the financials of the Clinton Foundation, that would be another nice start. If she released the speeches that were given that profited her and
of the Clinton
Bill
Foundation.
and Chelsea,
you get that,
that proprofited them all personally, that would be another.
And this all,
nice
by the way, gets back to her ability to be a commander-in-chief. I just want your thoughts real quick on this gathering where both her and Donald Trump, national security, foreign policy. That should be interesting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I would love to hear Donald Trump's foreign policy. I mean, since Manafort resigned, you know, there's a lot of a nexus between Manafort and the Kremlin and the Ukraine, and whether that's true or not, it'll be interesting to see with what Trump's foreign policy is now that Manafort has left the campaign. And look, I think that's Hillary Clinton's sweet spot. She clearly has the chops to discuss foreign policy, and
she may not want to discuss the track record, though. I mean, the world has gotten a lot, has not improved since when she was there and since she left. Naveed, come on now. You think she really wants to talk about the track record?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk.
I'd be the first one to agree with you on that.
All right, guys, let's leave it there. By the way, when the liberal websites say that Fox Business used witch hunt and Hillary in the same sentence, it was Jessica Tarloff who did that, not me.
Out of the big liberal mouth on set, it was me.
All right, guys, coming up, Civil War.